What if I told you that the path to your first million has nothing to do with a brilliant idea, a viral moment, or a tech startup burning through investor cash? What if the real road to financial freedom is so unglamorous that most people drive right past it without ever noticing? Today we are talking about 6 businesses. So boring, so ordinary, so completely unsexy that the average person would never consider building one. And yet, these are the exact business categories producing real millionaires at a rate that trendy startups can only dream about. Stay until the end, because the last piece of this video is the one that actually changes what you do tomorrow morning. Here is the stat that should shake you awake. Nearly half of all millionaires built their wealth through business ownership. But here is what nobody tells you. The vast majority of those businesses are not disruptive platforms or bold consumer brands. They are boring, repeatable, local service businesses that generate predictable cash flow month after month, while their owners live quiet, comfortable lives. Meanwhile, most flashy startups are gone within 5 years. Laundromats, self-storage facilities, and vending routes have historically sat in the 90% success range. That number alone should flip everything you thought you knew about entrepreneurship. Let me walk you through the 6 categories that keep showing up in real millionaire stories. And then I am going to show you the 3 filters that explain why all of them work. Business number 1, laundromats. I know what you're thinking. Laundromats? Seriously? But think about what a laundromat actually is. It is a machine that collects money around the clock from people who have no other option. Renters in dense urban areas, families washing oversized bedding, people whose home machines break down. Every single week, people need clean clothes. They show up without being reminded. They pay without negotiating. And the owner does not need to create new customers constantly because the old ones keep returning out of pure necessity. The business works because human behavior is relentlessly predictable. Dirty clothes are not a trend. They are a permanent condition of being alive. Business number 2, vending routes. This one operates on the same psychological foundation. Small purchase, zero drama, habitual behavior. When you place machines in the right locations, which could be warehouses, gyms, office lobbies, or waiting rooms, you are monetizing boredom and convenience simultaneously. People do not deliberate over a $2 snack. They grab and go. The operator drives the route, restocks the machines, collects the revenue, and adjusts the product mix over time. It is repetitive. It is predictable. And that is precisely the point. Business number 3, self-storage. This one is powered by one of the most reliable quirks of human psychology. People hate letting go of their stuff. Once someone moves boxes into a storage unit, they keep paying rent month after month, often for years longer than they originally planned. The revenue is sticky in a way that almost no other business can match. Occupancy stabilizes, and then it just stays there. The cash flow is quiet and consistent, and over time, the underlying land and infrastructure appreciate in value. Business number 4, car washes. Not the massive corporate tunnel operations on the highway. Simple, local, multi-bay car washes. You invest in the equipment once, then volume does the rest. People pay $10 to $15 without a second thought whenever their car looks dirty. That decision never requires a family meeting, a comparison search, or a lengthy consideration period. It is a low-drama purchase driven by a visible problem, and the land beneath a car wash frequently becomes its own appreciating asset over time. Business number 5, recurring service routes like pest control, lawn care, or pool cleaning. The pattern here is almost identical across all 3. A customer signs up once and stays on a regular schedule for months or years. Revenue becomes highly predictable because you are not hunting for new business constantly. You are simply maintaining relationships and showing up on time. One pest control route covering 80 homes at a modest monthly fee generates thousands in gross revenue from a single technician and a single truck. Add 2 more routes and you have a genuinely serious income stream built around solving a problem that never goes away. Business number 6, property management. Not owning apartment towers, just being the professional bridge between landlords who have properties and tenants who live in them. Collecting rent, coordinating repairs, handling the administrative work that most landlords find exhausting. A solo operator managing 50 units at a standard per-door fee earns thousands in monthly gross income. Scale that with a small team, and you have a multi-figure business built on tasks that property owners are actively eager to outsource. The demand is permanent because people will always need housing, and landlords will always need help managing it. Now here is where it gets really interesting. All 6 of these businesses, on the surface completely different, are actually running on the exact same 3 underlying filters. Understanding these filters is worth more than any specific business tip in this video. Filter 1. Customers pay you at least monthly without being chased. Every single business on this list passes this test because they are all tied to recurring human behavior. Clothes get dirty, people keep their stuff, cars accumulate grime, bugs find their way in, lawns keep growing, tenants keep renting. The payment cycle is built into the nature of the service itself. Filter 2. The customer decision is low drama. None of these purchases require significant emotional investment from the buyer. The price is small enough to slide under the radar of careful deliberation. That makes your revenue stream far more stable and far less vulnerable to economic mood swings than businesses that sell expensive, high-consideration products. Filter 3. Over time, you can own or control the actual asset beneath the cash flow. The machines, the land, the equipment, the contracts, the client base. This is the compounding dimension that separates these businesses from just having a good job. The cash flow pays down the debt used to acquire the asset, and the asset itself grows in value over time. You end up building equity silently, automatically, in the background. When someone consistently applies all 3 of these filters, something remarkable tends to happen over a period of 6 to 10 years. Net worth that started near 0 crosses into 7-figure territory, not from a single explosive event, but from the patient, boring stacking of predictable cash flows into assets that appreciate. No viral moment required, no pitch deck, no venture capital. Just the disciplined ownership of things people genuinely need. Now here is the honest part. Knowing these 6 categories and understanding the 3 filters is a strong foundation. But knowing and doing are separated by a gap that trips up most people. If you are serious about accelerating this journey, about shortening the learning curve and getting structured guidance on actually finding, acquiring, and running one of these businesses, that is exactly what the Wealth Accelerator Academy was built for. It is a group coaching program and course designed specifically to help people like you achieve financial freedom through proven, systematic strategies. The link is in the description. If what you just heard resonates with you, that is where the real work begins. Let me give you something actionable before you close this tab. Tonight, pick just one category from the 6. Just one that fits your city and your situation. If you are in a dense rental market, start with laundromats or storage. If you are in sprawling suburbs, look at pest control or lawn care. If you sit near steady commuter traffic, vending and car washes deserve your attention. Then write down exactly 3 concrete moves you can make this week. Maybe you search business for sale listings for that category in your area and note 3 that look undervalued or neglected. Maybe you call someone already operating in that space and ask them what they wish they had known earlier. Maybe you simply spend 1 focused hour understanding the numbers behind a specific listing. The people who eventually get called lucky are almost never doing anything magical. They are just doing these small, boring, consistent moves while everyone else waits for something exciting to come along. The 6 boring businesses in this video keep producing millionaires not because they are secrets. They produce millionaires because most people refuse to take them seriously. Now, if this video gave you a genuine shift in perspective, if it made boring suddenly look like your competitive edge, subscribing is the move that keeps that momentum going. This channel consistently delivers the kind of specific, no-fluff financial strategy you just watched. Not motivation, not hype, just real frameworks for building real wealth. Hit subscribe so the next one finds you ready. And if you want to go deeper right now, check out the Wealth Accelerator Academy in the description below. That is where the frameworks you just learned get turned into a personalized action plan with real coaching behind it. The path is clear. The tools exist. The only question left is whether you are willing to be brilliantly, unapologetically, unstoppably boring. Now go build something nobody thinks is cool and watch it make you rich.